Hello, we are going to talk about troubleshooting in Control Hub. And in addition to analytics, all of the sites that are linked to this site will have troubleshooting data accumulated into this view of Control Hub. So what I've done at the top is I've just put in an address to search on any meetings that Eva Dineski held between September 10th and October 9th, and it gave me a hit list of meetings. And I've heard that Eva made a call to NetTech to report a trouble call that she had on October 9th, about 2:08 p.m. The duration of the call was about 20 minutes, and the participants were about 3. So we can actually delve into this call and see what was going on at the time. So we can see that there are some green, there's some red, and there's some blue and gray. So down here on the bottom right, you can actually see a ledger that gives you an indication of signal quality, the join meeting time, whether the host was sharing or not. And you can see that actually Eva Dineski was the host of the call. You can see this by the H. She was sharing content from like 2:15 to say 16, and then had a little bit of a blip, shared some more. And then this second participant came in via a Windows device and had a lot of problem during the call. So this is a second participant that came in and had some problems. And then this video endpoint, which is a DX70 at Eva's home, which was actually connected to this participant's or this host's laptop, had some good communications and then some not so good. So if you hover over each of these sections, it'll give you the packet loss, jitter, and latency, and the time that snapshot of data was taken. So this snapshot was taken at 2:10. Then you can see that later in the call, about 2:11, she started to experience some problems on this video endpoint, and the second participant also had quite a bit of trouble during this call because it's all red. So again, you'll get some packet loss jitter and the media bit rate for both sending and receiving data, the latency, and then the CPU utilization as well. The CPU utilization didn't look too bad for the client software. The system actually was running a bit high. So this could have been a CPU problem on the participant's laptop. And then you'll see that this was the sharing component of the host communication. So if you click into the red, you can actually dive a little deeper on the audio quality, the video quality, the share, and then the CPU utilization. So you're getting quite a bit of granular data on the audio experience, the video experience, which in this case looked to be pretty bad, and then the share quality. So the content share had no trouble, so that was going just fine. Now this user, I happen to know, is working from home. The CPU utilization, looks okay here, but the bandwidth across the internet for all of this video traversal was probably not the greatest. She probably had a lot of devices connected at home while she's trying to do all this high quality video across that connection. So you can really use the analytics portion of this Control Hub to really not even have to call NetTech and report a problem. Your site admin who's managing Control Hub has all of this data at their fingertips. But should they need help, then of course to delve into this further, or perhaps they didn't see things that were indicating trouble and needed NetTech's help, of course they could also put a call into that help desk to get further assistance. And of course, you can see this export button over here. If you did want to capture the information in a report, you could export this report as a JSON or CSV file and share it with the site admin or the NetTech help desk if you wanted to report it and get additional help. You can see here too the tabs audio, video sharing, and details. So if you wanted to pop into the different components of this content, you can have a tab and you can look at specifically the sharing looks green, the video was not so hot, and even the audio had some problems. And then, of course, you have the details of the call. So what type of hardware was being used, actually the type of connection. So you can see that this Webex Teams user was connected via Ethernet. The video device was actually over the Wi-Fi. And you see the public IP address. And you also see the video and share transports being used as well. So if you saw the wrong UDP or TCP transports here for video or audio, that might help determine what the problem was as well. And then you can see that this end user was actually using a Toshiba webcam attached to their laptop when they were viewing and accessing the content in the call. So I just wanted to show you that. Let's see if there's anything more back here. So you can also go into the status of your different services associated with Control Hub. And as you can see, all of these different integrations are showing green, which is a good sign. If you wanted to delve deeper into any one of these, you can actually bring up the more in-depth panel and get a little bit more detail as to under the topic levels here. For anything that were not going well, you would not have these green checks, and you would actually have an error code instead of saying operational here. And then you could hone in on a little bit more closely what the problem was. As you can see here, everything is green. It's all operational. We've got no errors being reported. So Webex is running smoothly with no issues. Incident history, if you had any that you wanted to go back and see if there were any incidents at certain times, you would be able to select certain days here. There were no incidents reported in the last 90 days for this site, so everything looks pretty good. The other thing that you can see here are the maintenance windows that Cisco has scheduled for various clusters. You as a site admin of your sites would know which cluster your systems are on, so that you could see when you might experience a maintenance window and have the systems unavailable to you for a little bit of time while the maintenance window was being conducted. I know many cases, almost all cases, there is a backup cluster assigned to each site so that the end users really don't see a disturbance during that maintenance window. So it's good to be aware, but because of the secondary backup systems, the maintenance window shouldn't be end user impacting. So that's my high level overview of the troubleshooting portion of Control Hub. And we'll see you back here again for another segment. Thank you.
Now that you've seen this UCCaaS Webex Teams demo series, including
Webex Teams, Webex Meetings,
Webex Devices and Control Hub,
Verizon Management Portal, and Contact Center,
if you'd like to arrange a demo for your customers, please reach out to your nearest DBC.
Hey, don't forget folks, many of these demos can be done remotely via Webex for your accounts. Thanks for watching.